Women's round of the World Championship got underway at Teutschenthal in Germany. Larissa Pampameier won the first race from Steffi Laya, Livia Lancelot, Maria Franca and Chiara Fontanesi. But in the second race, Steffi Laya led in the early stages, closely followed by Chiara Fontanesi. But then the championship leader went out of the lead, and she eventually picked herself up to finish in 5th place. Chiara Fontanesi, though, she did lead at the front with Livia Lancelot in 2nd and Larissa Pampameier in 3rd, but then the little German on the Tech Europe Suzuki managed to close up on Chiara Fontanesi and challenge for the win. But as they came over the line, it was Chiara Fontanesi, number 8, who hung on for the second moto win, but it was number 2, Larissa Pampameier, who, despite narrowly missing out by 0.09 of a second, she won the overall Grand Prix here in Germany. MX2 race 1. And it was the 3 Red Bull KTMs that stormed into the lead, closely followed by the Tekka Suzuki of Ken Roczen and number 89, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. But Sean Simpson and Ken Roczen, they were going at it for a while. Marvin Muscan was out in front at this stage. Hurlings was there in 2nd, Van Hoorbeek was 3rd, Roczen was 4th. And Jeffrey Hurlings was struggling to find a little bit of pace that led him to 2 race wins in his home Grand Prix in Holland. But Ken Roczen, though, he was up into 3rd place, and then he had problems with goggles, and eventually he would drop down into 5th place. Marvin Muscan would go and win the race from Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, Stephen Frossard and Zach Osborne in 4th. MX1 race 1, and all eyes were on championship leader Tony Cairoli, but he was buried way down in the pack, and instead it was Xavier Borg who would be pushing on. Cairoli was down in 22nd position. Clement de Sal challenged him though for the race lead and made a pass stick there. David Philipparts was in that 4th position, and then he caught the rear end of Xavier Borg's wheel as he came through. Ken de Dijker, though, as Clement de Sal fell out of the lead, Xavier Borg took the lead and was closely followed by Ken de Dijker, who then found himself leading from about mid-distance. Philipparts then passed Clement de Sal to take 2nd position, but Ken de Dijker was up front all on his own. Philipparts was 2nd, de Sal was 3rd, but Ken de Dijker would win the race. MX2 race 2. And what could Ken Roczen do this time? Obviously disappointed with 5th in the opening moto. Well, he got out of the start gate and he was in the lead before the end of the first lap, closely followed by Sean Simpson. But Roczen was pretty much unchallenged, unlike this guy who challenged the earth, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. He crushed out of a top 5 position. He remounted and would come over the line in 7th place. Sean Simpson started to fade back and came under pressure from Stephen Frossard and Arnold Tonus, and also Joel Roulance, who made this mistake, and that dropped him back down the order as well, Roulance. Michael Lieb on the Bud Rockstar Kawasaki was having a good ride. He eventually finished in 10th place. Up front, though, Roczen was leading with Marvin Muscan 2nd. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek on the fight back through the field managed to get back to 7th position, but it was a momentous day for Ken Roczen, and that's exactly what it meant to him. MX1 race 2, and it was Max Nagel. Despite riding with a broken collarbone sustained 2 weeks ago at the French Grand Prix, he led here at his home Grand Prix, closely followed by Tony Cairoli. Nagel's lead came to an end though after 3 laps. Xavier Borg was on the charge on the Kawasaki, finding a way past Tony Cairoli, and then eventually past Max Nagel. Cairoli then passed Nagel for 2nd. De Dijker was on the move in 4th, and so too was Clement de Sal on the Tekka Rockstar Suzuki. Then up front it became a battle between Clement de Sal, Xavier Borg. Max Nagel came under pressure and got passed by David Philipparts. Philipparts would eventually finish in 5th place. And Ken de Dijker thought he could go for the win here, and that he was right to think that as well, because he did cross the line to take a 2nd win here at Germany.